this meeting is crucial. It must be a turning point. It will not lead to a binding treaty, we know that. But it must lead to an agreement that has the characteristics that are sufficient to lay the foundation for a binding treaty next year. I'm willing to consider any alternatives because the climate doesn't care how we reach a solution, only that we reduce to 350 parts per million or below. Our gathering is being attended by leaders from almost every nation in the world. Some of them already here, most of them due to arrive in the next 48 hours. But there is one important part of humankind not present and not formally represented at these negotiations. Even though I have no credentials entitling me to speak for them, I would nevertheless like to advocate their interests. They are the generations that will follow us. The decisions made here will powerfully in Copenhagen will powerfully determine the shape and the nature of the future that they will inherit from us. They will not care very much about some of the disputes that are raging here in this conference. They will find it difficult to understand how some of these disputes could be allowed to interfere with the result that is essential for the survival of our civilization. We have 3 days to avoid a failure here that would delay the actions necessary to save their prospects. A delay at this point could call into question the viability of this undertaking. We cannot allow Copenhagen to become Doha. More is at stake than many seem to realize. Now that global civilization is interconnected on every continent as never before, we here must reclaim our ability to use the rule of law as an instrument of human redemption. That is our challenge. The future of our civilization is threatened as never before. We do have the means to secure that future. The question we must answer is whether or not we have the political will. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, I wish that I had the words to transfer directly from my heart to yours the passion that I feel for this issue. For me, it raises a fundamental question. Who are we as human beings? Who are we?